So far, you have learned how to identify soil, whether it is granular material or fine material in nature. As mentioned in class, this is very important because if you can identify your granular or fine sample, you can also predict its strength. That is, how much it can support. Makes sense, right? You identify it, you therefore know how strong it can be. Well, as it turns out, I am fibbing a little bit. Simply being able to identify a soil sample is not enough to predict that soil's strength. Let me illustrate. If I were to ask you whether or not properly graded granular A would be adequate to support the weight of a car driving over it, you would likely answer yes. Well, what if the granular A looks something like this? This is a big pile of granular A, yet I think you would agree that no car would be safe driving over it. And that is where my little fib comes into play. Simply being able to identify a soil sample is not quite enough to predict its strength. It's a good first step, but not enough. As it turns out, you also need to know its degree of compaction. In fact, would you agree that this compacted version of the granular A is more likely to be adequate to support a car driving over it, rather than that pile I showed you previously?